Alright y'all, what's up? Couple of videos. I'm just making sure I get all these videos in to help you guys out, and I'm going to jump up on this one and actually pull the box all the way out just to make sure there's no stamp or QC sticker, and there isn't a stamp or a QC sticker. Inside of this, you see the old school Nike logo around the side, finishing up on the opposite side with the traditional Nike across the top of the slide out tray box. This is the Nike Blazer Low Sacai. Now, it's anytime Nike does a collaborative effort, it's always one of those things where it's a love it or hate it situation, and that is exactly what that is here. And this shoe, oh gosh, man, I'm trying to tighten up the shoestrings just to get the shoestrings a little bit tight, which I shouldn't do because actually I'm going to have to go inside and get to the size label for you guys, just so I can get to the size label. It's like all hairy suede. Gosh, somebody put that on the floor. Anyway, I'll clean that. I'm glad I took a look at it just to make sure. Small details. Matter of fact, I'm going to put this up here so you can still see it as I get the other shoes out of the box. Additional set of shoestrings in here. See if the aglets have Sacai on them. No, the aglets don't have Sacai on them. I'll just drop those in here for the moment. Paper is torn up, man. It's a white sheet of paper, and then the Sacai Nike logo is on the paper itself, but it's all ripped up so you really can't see it. There's no stamp on the inside of the box. It's simply the desiccant sticker back here to prevent the shoe from molding. So I will try and fix that and get started on the video so you guys won't be like, dude, you're taking too long. Get on to the video stuff. Tell us what's popping. It's the Nike Blazer Low Sacai. And the color is iron gray, white, white. Style code is DD1877 Unlike traditional Blazer Lows, the Blazer Low is usually $85. $85 is the Blazer Low price. This version, it feels like it features more padding, but it does not. That is not a lot of padding. It just looks like it. So when I hold this up, it feels, that's unfinished foam. Actually, interesting. The foam is exposed, so it looks like it's not. It's just gray, but that's exposed foam around the collar. Same thing around the tongue. You get the exposed foam, which is what we get on all of the Nike Blazers. The difference, of course, is going to be under the tongue. You got the Nike Sacai right there. On the second tongue, because you got the double branding, you got the double heels, it's real padded. Not padded, but a lot of rubber back here, the overlays. And the same thing here towards the front. You got these really thick overlays. How does it look in comparison to a traditional Blazer? You know what, let me go grab one real quick, just so I can go grab one. I didn't give you guys a UPC. This is a 4.5, so it's a very small shoe, but it's a 4.5. This is Durabuck or suede. It's kind of rough. Yep, throughout the upper is suede. Then the eyelets here is leather. The tongue itself is kind of a Durabuck, and underneath is the nylon, the traditional nylon. On the footbed of the shoe, you do have Nike Sacai on the footbed. Trying to just kind of hit all of the things that we have to hit when we're looking at the shoes, just to double check it. Information, and I did leave that one open so I could do this, but since we don't have a QC stamp, I'm going to do the dates of production here. It's 12/21/22, 02/19/21, 02/19/21, and the small code is QB, Queensbridge. And it's made in China. So it's made in China. So 02/19/21. So you guys can compare your dates to that if you like. It's up to you. But it is exposed foam, which probably makes the Blazer feel a little bit better. I would have to think this doesn't make this the most comfortable shoe. I very rarely wear my Blazers. Very rarely wear them, just as kind of throw on. I'm running around, I don't tie them up, I just kind of throw them on. But let me go get a traditional Blazer so we can look at it and see what the exact differences are. One thing I immediately see is that the rubber that comes up here on the side, on the traditional Blazer, that's suede. So this long piece that comes up diagonal, that's suede on the original. Let me go get a pair, hold up. All right, so what I wanted to do was just kind of get a look. And this is a women's pair as well. It's just a big pair and it's a high top, so you don't get an exact comparison. But there is a fair amount of things that are different. So that second overlay of gray suede that you see over here on the side, that second overlay of gray leather on top of the leather right there is an additional thing. Of course, you get the double swoosh branding. And like I said, this part of the shoe that comes up towards the front, the suede here, on this shoe, it's rubber, right? So it's an extended molding. And then the heel, it's obvious. They overlaid that heel 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times. 5 different overlay moldings. Seems like a lot of waste, man. Gosh. And then the toe box itself, of course, the toe box is suede. Everywhere that is suede on the shoe on the upper, they've overlaid with rubber. So, but there is a double bumper here on the front of the original Blazer. There's a double bumper at the toe. So that really didn't change. Just the second layer is kind of not the same. Anyway, that's kind of it, man. I'm not going to stay on this one very long. I'm not even going to go do a close-up on it. I'm just going to make sure I get you guys a good look at it and see what it looks like. And I'm going to wrap that video up. All right? And I'll see you guys on the next one. Blazers is not comfortable. It's not like the Pro Leather, Converse Pro Leather, which is an amazing shoe. Did I do the UPC? 4.5 UPC, 194, 958, 965, 051, and a 14 at the end? If I didn't, you got it now. And it's $120. These are $100. So the high is $100. This is more expensive. The Sacai branding and the double branding and the double up of the tongue and 3 sets of shoestrings, all of that stuff makes this shoe from $85 to $120, $35 difference, right? Wow. Interesting. All right, see you on the next one. Peace.